On Friday, 18 gazelles were released into the wild in Sharjah. This marks phase 1 of the Kalba ecotourism project. His Highness Dr. Sheikh Sultan bin Mohammed Al Qasimi, member of the Supreme Council and ruler of Sharjah, spearheaded the event as the first and largest project of its kind in the region. Khadija Salih has this report.
15 kilometers south of Fujairah city on the UAE-Oman border is Kalba, Sharjah, now becoming increasingly known as home to the first and largest ecotourism project of its kind in the UAE and the region. His Highness Dr. Sheikh Sultan bin Mohammed Al Qasimi, member of the Supreme Council and ruler of Sharjah, released 18 Arabian mountain gazelles into the wild in the Al Hafia Natural Reserve on Friday to mark the success of the project's first phase.
His Highness has been backing this whole project since 20 years back when he actually created the breeding center. So every animal that you see around us here is basically came from the breeding center. And that's special about. What's special about that he developed it. He developed the whole system of coming up with the animals, breeding them in the breeding center, and today releasing them to their grandfather's place, let's say. And what we've seen in the other areas actually, the gazelles that were the Adamis were actually taken long time ago. What were found to the breeding center. So those are the granddaughter, the grandsons of those. And His Highness, it's a proud moment for him. He was always waiting for this special day, and today he's seeing it.
Along with the Environment and Protected Areas Authority and Shuruk, the phase 1 of the three-phased project will see the redevelopment of natural reserves in Kalba. It will facilitate the release of rare animals and birds, as well as the establishment of a center within the reserve for visitors. Restoration of archaeological sites is also part of the plan.
What we're trying to do is actually educate people about those animals. We would like to also make them respect what sort of animals do we have here and sort of birds or gazelles. And it's a part of a huge development that we're developing here. In this place, we're going to see a theater. We actually have a very nice background with Al Ghail Fort, which goes back to the more than hundreds of years ago. And on the other side, we have the different types of gazelles. So this is a project that will show people and make them respect about what will make this place proud for them.
After the gazelles ran and made their way to freedom back in their natural habitat, His Highness the ruler of Sharjah led the group of dignitaries, media members, and the public to Al Ghail Fort, where 21 magnificent falcon species were released. The falcon species included Al-Hur, Shaheen, Al-Wakri, Hawk Falcon, and the Eagle Owl, one of the largest of its kind in the world, inhabiting deserts and wooded areas.
We've been involved literally for a week or two, and we've been commissioned by the EPAA of Sharjah and Ruler's Court to begin training various numbers of birds of prey for a future bird of prey show here in Kalba, where the guests will be able to come along and be introduced to eagles and hawks and buzzards and owls, and of course the bird you're looking at now, the falcon, which is the national symbol of the UAE.
The birds immediately took to their new environment, with some of them already exhibiting star qualities, including Snowflake, a falcon, and Bubo, an Emirati eagle owl. These are just some of the birds that will comprise the flying team for a bird show being slated for October. Other predatory birds highlighted included an American kestrel and a vulture.
We will be trying to use the birds of prey to educate the general public on the differences between them, because a lot of people, they look at a bird of prey and they say, well, it's a hawk or it's an eagle. It could be a hawk, an eagle, an owl, a buzzard, a falcon, a vulture, which doesn't sound interesting to most. However, once you understand the differences between these various raptors, you will also be able to tell that if you see one in the wild state, you know what it's hunting, why it's there, how healthy the environment is. If there are birds of prey in the area, it means that the rest of the environment must be in good condition and good order in order for the predators to survive. So they're absolutely vital barometer to the well-being, the health of an ecosystem.
Phase 2 of the project will comprise the development and rehabilitation of a number of islands in the creek in an effort to revive the natural marine and bird life. Phase 3 will see over 300 rooms spanning eco-friendly hotels and chalets. All these efforts aim to rehabilitate the reserve and preserve its natural resources that will attract, educate, and allow holidaymakers and guests to experience the rich biodiversity that is critical to our very own existence and survival. Khadija Salih, 7 National News.